What's going on? Happy Wednesday. Thank you for tuning into my channel. Uh, I just try to keep it real and authentic, and I just share my thoughts, from a 53-year-old old man's point of view, And I've been noticing I've been getting a lot of new subs, and I want to, and a lot of comments. So it's kind of got me excited on this YouTube journey, that garner some attention, because I just try to add value into people's lives from my lived experience, and I feel like that's all I really have to offer, and so I just want to say I appreciate all the new subs, and I appreciate all the views, and I appreciate all the comments, positive and negative, right? And so I want to continue this conversation about black fatigue. The video I made that has really garnered a lot of views and new subs and a lot of comments, right? A lot of negative comments, and most, and of course, all the negative comments are from black people because you can't tell them nothing about nothing, right? And so, it was the funny thing was that first of all, that I'm not black to be speaking on that, right? And then now I'm not smart enough. It's bad. The thing about black folks, you can't tell black people nothing about nothing. You got to just let them do whatever they want to do. And as soon as somebody say, hey, wait a minute, that's not right, don't do that, then it's a problem, man, whatever, right? So we passed that, we tired of that. And I'm glad to see that people are finally starting to speak up and speak out about the bullshit because it needs to be done, right? And it's not, we all tired of it, right? And so, but I'm not about to let us off the hook, right? Because I see what's going on. People trying to separate and say, well, wait a minute, it's not all black people, true enough. And then they just want to say, well, it's not black fatigue, it's nigger fatigue, right? Okay, yeah, it's that too. But okay, but I just want to just bring this back in for a moment here, right? Okay, for all the blacks who say, well, I'm not like those kind of blacks. Wait a minute, hold on, before you get too high and mighty about that. Do you listen to the music? Huh? Huh? Do you listen to the music? Are you going to the clubs? Are you participating in the niggerish lifestyle? And then going back to your suburban home and not being like those kind of blacks? I mean, if you're doing that, you're part of the problem too. So don't say, well, I don't want to call it black fatigue because you don't want to be grouped into that category, right? But if you listening to the music, if you participate in the culture of it, then you part of the problem too. So let's not get high and mighty about that, right? It's a problem that needs to be addressed. If you consider yourself a black person, a part of the black community, then yeah, then we are all in the same boat together, and it's a problem that we all must come together to address and to have some solutions for. To sit back and say, oh well, it shouldn't be called black fatigue. It should just be called nigger fatigue. Yeah, that's not. No, we're not gonna do that, okay? Because you're listening to the music, aren't you? And I want to speak on that right quick. See, I grew up in the age when the music was good and it was pure. The R&B and the rock hymns, the EPMDs, the LLs, and Houdini, and that whole crew, and Tupac and all them, right? So that music was good. But then what we got today, uh, I'm gonna get a Glock and get the switch and kill my ops. All that old dumbass shit. And then the girls, we had who? Queen Latifah with UNITY. That shit was dope. And MC Light and and these girls like that was trying to tell these girls to not be giving it up so quick. And you know what I'm saying? So these girls, but what we got today, these girls out here rapping, I'ma suck a dick and get my pussy ate. You know what I'm saying? That ratchet shit. So if you running around, you listening to that, right? Then you part of the black fatigue problem too. So no, I'm not. We ain't gonna do that, black folks. We're not gonna say, well, that's just the niggers or no, no, no. We all part of the problem, and we need to all be part of the solution. So yeah, I've been seeing that going around, and I understand the sentiment because black folks hate to be lumped in together. But if you participate in the culture of the ratchetness, and then you want to go back to your little posh life where I'm not like those blacks over there, then yeah, you part of the problem, man. I'm not gonna let that go unchecked, okay? So I don't like that. It's black fatigue. It's black. If we want to say be real correct about it, I suppose precise. It's black culture fatigue, right? It's the music. The music is straight trash. It's just all about kill, 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 get a switch on my Glock, and I'ma kill my ops. That's some dumb. How creative is that, right? And then everybody doing it. That's what I'm saying. We ain't raising nothing but rappers and hoes. That's it. Every black boy out here think he a rapper now, and then every chick out here she just a future hoe, right? That's it. That's all they got to look forward to now. And so, yeah, and it's time that we speak up and speak out about it. I'm been past tired of it, and and it's funny because in my comments I welcome all the comments, but of course all the negative comments I get is from black people because you can't tell black folks nothing about nothing. Right? They hate to be held accountable for anything. And then I guess the new one is I'm not smart enough. Okay, Mr. Blackie, with all the college educated degrees, what you doing about it? Nothing. Nothing. You ain't doing absolutely nothing. But I bet you listening to the music. I bet you listening to the music. Yeah, so we're gonna stop that and we're gonna get back to being good people. I was raised in a time in a city where it was all black and we was beautiful as a people. We all went to church. We all kept ourselves together. These girls wasn't running around wearing all this fake shit. You know what I'm saying? My cousins, I remember sitting in the house and watching them getting their hair, pressed out. Yeah, yeah, they was going through it, but they was beautiful girls. You know what I'm saying? And they wasn't around here horning it out, you know. And so yeah, and I remember that, and I want to see our people get back to that, and I know I'm not alone on that. So I just want to share that real quick, and everybody have a blessed and wonderful day.